Okay, listen, I know I said that I wasn't gonna make any more videos using my phone, but there are complicated reasons why I can't use the camera yet, so you're gonna have to let this one slide, okay? Enjoy the video. You see those mountains back there? Carolyn and I are gonna climb those today, and we're taking you with us. So this is our first hiking adventure of the year. Not ready to bring out my camera yet, so I'm still using the phone, like I was talking about earlier. But anywho, Carolyn and I are on the Appalachian Trail now here in Virginia. It's a beautiful spring day. You know, Carolyn and I were talking earlier that we've never been on the Blue Ridge Parkway in the spring. It's always been like the winter, summer, and fall. So we've really enjoyed the scenery. The scenery is absolutely beautiful. But just still to think about hiking, make sure you have your good hiking shoes on, some kind of protein source, know where you're going, have a map, water, always have water, and a beach towel, and toilet paper. Always have toilet paper. The Appalachian Trail is huge. But this part, you know, it's like by the road, so it's not that adventurous, and you see a lot of hikers in this area on the road.
I live in Charlottesville, Virginia. Just came with my buddy to do we did a 9-mile hike today, top of 3 ridges and back. We're avid AT hikers. We've done section hiking the trail. I did a through hike attempt a few years ago. Didn't make it all the way, had a few injuries, but I get out here whenever I can. We live, you know, like 20 minutes from the trail, so we can spontaneously come out here pretty regularly. I love it out here.
Never forget your beach towel. Never forget it. Crucial. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm out of shape. What? So? All right, but see, what makes the Appalachian Trail so cool are things like these rock formations right here and the things that you just can't see from the road. So even though the Appalachian Trail is like right next to the road in some places, you're still getting views and an experience that you cannot get in your car, which is why when you're on the Blue Ridge Parkway having your vacation or the skyline up in Northern Virginia, you need to get out of the car. Don't just stay in the car, because most of the adventure is out here. So Carolyn and I have been hiking for, I don't know, 15, 16 minutes, straight uphill. The Appalachian Trail is in the Appalachian Mountains, so yeah, there's a lot of hills and mountains you're gonna crawl, a lot of hills and mountains that you're gonna climb, and yes, it is a great way to get in shape, but you might want to stretch. We stretched out before we tackled this thing, because it's straight uphill. What'll shock you is how many people you'll pass on the Appalachian Trail. I mean, we've probably passed 10 people already going both ways. It's a busy trail. So yeah, there's a view like the whole way up the hill. And yeah, it's pretty much steep the whole way up the mountain here, but everywhere you look is this gorgeous view. It's pretty fantastic. Now, the closer we get to the top of the mountain, the more narrow the trail gets. And you can still hear the cars, but you're quite a distance from the road now. But we are definitely getting to the top of this mountain. Harder to breathe, more sweating, more energy. But make no mistake, we're definitely climbing a mountain here. This is no little hill. This is a big mammer jammer. It's huge. All right, so we're not all the way to the top yet. We have this length to go, probably a little more, but the view in front of us here at this nice little natural seat is fantastic. People always ask me if I do a hiking video. They'll either inbox me or put it in the comments. They'll say, I want to start hiking again. What's the best way to start? I've got videos about that. I'll put them either at the end of this video or I'll link in the description about what to think about when you go hiking. But one of those things is to set a timer. We set a timer today. I just looked at the clock and basically we had an hour. 30 minutes in, 30 minutes out. However, we have this awesome hilltop behind us. Now we're pretty winded already because it was straight uphill, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we can get up there in about 20 minutes. Everything back is downhill, and so we should be okay. The sun is high in the air, so we're fine. We have a protein source on us, we have plenty of water, and we have a beach towel and toilet paper. What more do you need? So this is where being on the Appalachian Trail really pays a big dividend. So if you're on the road, you get the view that's behind me. And that's a pretty awesome view, it's great. And if you're on the road, you don't have the trees obstructing your view. But as we wrapped around to get to the top of this mountain, you get to see the other view on the other side of the valley. It is fantastic. Here, I'll show you. Up high on this mountain, 360-degree view. It makes the walk up here, the hike up here, worth it. Carol and I can't wait to get in better shape as the summer progresses, the spring progresses, and man, it is going to be awesome taking trips up here all along the Appalachian Trail. It is fantastic. So we did it. This is the mountaintop that we have been climbing for about the past 45 minutes. But again, we have been stopping and stopping and stopping and catching our breath. But it is absolutely gorgeous up here. It's amazing. Beautiful views. I started hiking right when I started making YouTube videos. It was kind of like one and the same, and I've dropped about 50 pounds since then, maybe give or take, because I fluctuate within that 5 to 10 pound range. Right now I'm on the upper scale, but then I'll drop back down somewhere around that weight. I'd like to lose more, of course, but hiking is a great way to gradually lose weight. It's safe as far as your body. You want to make sure to consult a physician and make sure you stretch. And of course, I got some videos about that. I'm going to link right here to one of my favorite videos that I made about hiking. And I just talk about what's cool to bring and what you should think about before you go in the woods. Because today we almost fell prey to, and I wouldn't say almost, it was just a consideration. We got up here to the top of this awesome mountain. The view is fantastic, our adrenaline's pumping, and we wanted to keep going because we are at the top of this ridge line. So we have about 300 or 400 yards of relatively flat land, and so we're ready, you know, so we want to just keep going. But the timer says it's time to go back to the truck. And so when you look at that timer, it really helps you not do anything stupid like wear yourself out too much to where you can't come back a few days later and go to a different part of the trail or a different trail altogether. So setting a timer, I think especially if you're starting back hiking, a timer is imperative. Like you want to set a timer and say, this is what I'm going to do today and accomplish that. Small goals, you know how it works. Set small goals that are attainable and then work your way up to bigger goals. So yeah, this part of the Appalachian Trail seems like it's a long way from the road. So how far did we have to hike to see this amazing view, this 360 panoramic view of the Shenandoah Valley and of course this part of the Blue Ridge Mountains? How far did we have to hike from the truck? Well, I'm going to show you. Check this out. See, we're really close to our vehicle and a parking lot. I mean, it feels like we're not. It feels like we're out in the middle of nowhere, but you're not. And there's places like this all along the Appalachian Trail, running along the Blue Ridge Parkway, as well as the Virginia skyline. All you have to do is find a place, and there's exits all over the place that'll tell you how to get here, or signs pointing the right direction. If you check out your screen right now, that's just a quick map, you know, of different places that you can get on the Appalachian Trail. Of course, I'll put links in the description to all of this stuff, and there are always links in the description. So yeah, like many of you know, I'm a pastor, and so for the past month, my pastoral responsibilities have made it to where I just couldn't cut a video. And of course, that's where my priority is, and like anybody else, you have to focus on your priorities first. Now, I love making YouTube videos, but my calling and my heart is in pastoring, so I'm gonna still make YouTube videos, don't get me wrong, but prioritize, priorities, do the right thing first, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, if you've been paying attention in this video, I don't have the backpack on now. That's because Carolyn is insisting on wearing the backpack down. I call it equality. I am all about equality, sharing responsibilities, equal rights. I just don't think it's fair that I had to wear it coming up the mountain, she gets to wear it going down the mountain. I'm just kidding, she really doesn't want to wear it, she wanted the extra work. And that's great. The backpack we're wearing right now is about 20 pounds or less. We're not rucked up like we will be by the end of summer. And again, we've taken it really easy today on this mountain. Now for us, this mountain is tough. It really does feel good when people go to your Facebook page, and ours is at Bill Marion, and they say, hey, we miss you, and where are your videos? So all of you that did that, Juan Thomas and so many others, I'll forget somebody's name, I'm sure, but all of you guys that did that, thank you from my heart. That means a lot to me, and it makes me know that the content that I'm creating is affecting somebody, and that you guys like what Carolyn and I do, and so I am more than appreciative. Thank you so much. You'll notice in some of these images, it looks like God's just taken like a green paintbrush and just kind of just blotted a little bit over the tops of the trees, because there's a little bit of green here and a little bit of green there. But man, it is absolutely beautiful. Wow, the Blue Ridge Parkway is amazing in the springtime. Hey, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button. My name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. If you have time, be sure to check out some of these other videos.